Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. So we do have the Six of Pentacles, so Seven of Cups so far. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? All right, Pisces. So we do have the Page of Wands, we do have the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the, okay, that's what it is. All right. Okay, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it looks like you currently find yourself connecting with someone that you perceive to be perfect for you. Okay, that's not the problem though. The problem is that a lot of you feel like, wait a motherfucking second. Okay, this person's a little too damn perfect. Okay, they're a little, they say all the right things, damn it, and they do all the right things. Like something must be wrong with this person. You know what I mean? It's like you're trying to figure out what's wrong with this person, because there has to be something wrong with this person. I mean, come on, look at them. They say all the right things and they do all the right things. What the fuck's going on? I don't know. Let's see. How does this person currently view this relationship with Pisces? We have the Five of Wands. We also have the Sun out here. And then we also have the Hierophant. In regards to how this person is currently feeling, when it comes down to you, I am definitely getting that they're trying their hardest to not get too excited just yet. Like, even though things are unfolding really nicely, you know what I mean, between the two of you, and you are somebody that they can totally see themselves, you know, entering a relationship with, settling down with, like they're trying their hardest to not get too excited just yet. But it's kind of stemming from a place of them, you know, feeling like, who knows, you might end up switching up on them. So they're kind of fighting back, you know, the joy and the happiness that this dynamic between you and this person brings into their life. Because, you know, who knows? You might end up ghosting them. You might end up switching up on them, you know? Okay. Even though I honestly, I don't feel like you have any sort of intentions of switching up on them, but you know what I mean. But how does Pisces currently feel? We have the King of Swords to the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this person's doing something that you consider to be a red flag. Let's see what the hell they're doing, shall we? Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Wait. Okay. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. We got the Seven of Wands, but it came on the reverse. We also have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, and then we also have the Empress in the reverse. I feel like this person's trying to like rush something with you, and whatever it is that they're trying to like rush with you, let's look at the Ace of Wands. Hopefully the Devil doesn't come out, because I need to kind of clear. If the Devil comes out, then I kind of know where they're taking this. But because the Ace of Wands, it speaks of our own personal wants and desires, but they're rushing something with you, and it's something that they personally want, but I feel like it's kind of rubbing you the wrong way, and you're kind of looking at it like, this is a red flag. I knew they were too good to be true, you know? Let's look at the Ace of Wands. If the Devil comes out, hopefully the Devil doesn't come out, but let's see. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, so the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Is the Devil close? No Devil. Okay, good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because if the Devil came out, then that would have basically implied that this person was like pining after you for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less, if you know what I mean, without having to say it. Anyways, we do have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which I don't know why the hell This just got fucking interesting. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. But the devil didn't come out. That's the thing. So it's like, there's no way. Like, huh. Okay. I don't know. That's weird because whatever it is, I'm just gonna have to like be a straight shooter about this because I suck at sugarcoating things, okay? So when it comes down to what it is that they're rushing, with you is concerned, it's something that they definitely do want. I am definitely getting that. Now, what exactly what is it that this person wants? That I just don't know, which is something that I would like to kind of like figure out first. You know what I feel like this person's doing? I could be wrong. I'm going to verify. But I feel like what this person's doing is like, it's not that they're telling you like what it is that you want to hear, because it is coming from like, they are telling you the truth. That's the thing. It's tricky because let's just say, for example, right, like this person like sits there and tells you, I really like you, Pisces. Like I really do. I think that you're just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, or the most handsome man, I've ever seen, in my life. But I feel like there's something that I feel like they're saying all these things to you, but it's not that they don't mean it, because they do mean it, but I feel like there's something that they want in return that they're hoping to get. You feel me? Like, so tell me more about the Ace of Wands. But we didn't get the Devil, so that's like my thing. It's like, we didn't get the Devil, so it's like, I can't sit here and say that this person's like pining after you for a good old time. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of leaning far more towards. Like, I feel like I feel like this is what's happening. Don't take this the wrong way, okay? Just try not to take this the wrong way. Just try not to, okay? Do I think this person really likes you? Yes. Do I think this person sees a boatload of, potential between the two of you? Absolutely, hands down. Yes, family, yes. However, I'm going to say this, but I think that you're going to understand what I'm saying without having to say it, because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. This is that type of person that goes to like the car dealership and sees a car that they really do like. But before they turn around and buy that car, they gotta test drive it first to see if they like it, if you know what I mean. Now, depending on how the test drive goes will determine if they take that car home with them or not. You know what I mean? So they want to test drive your vehicle. Like, don't get me wrong, they're looking at you and your vehicle and they're just like, I really like this damn vehicle. I might just fuck around and take this vehicle home with me. But I need to test drive this first, you know what I mean? Because you never know, you know what I mean? You gotta do these things, right? Not that you gotta do these things, Jesus Christ, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So depending on how, that drive goes, will determine, if they do, if they, jump, into a relationship with you, or, if they take, that vehicle home with them. Does that make sense? Okay. Hopefully it does, without me having to say it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what I'm getting. Like, I feel like this person, it's not that they don't mean it, because they do mean it. It's just, I feel like this person, and God, it's so hard to describe this person. I understand what this person is trying to do, but it's hard to put in words. It's like, they do like you, and they totally can see themselves having something serious, with you. Hence why they like, whispering all these things up in your ear. But they're really hoping that by them telling you everything that they're telling you, they're going to get something in return. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Because that's just how they are. That's just how they get down. Like, this is not that type of person that's like, they're not that's not their stilo. Like, they're not going to jump into a relationship with someone that they have yet to like be, and they're just, this is not something that they do. Like, they have to test drive the vehicle first. they're not taking that vehicle home with them unless they test drive it first. So depending on how that drive goes will determine, you know, a lot of things. Like they're already sold on the car. They're already sold. They just want to test drive it, you know, first. You know, but I feel like you're looking at it like, oh, you know, like, whoa, you know, like, whoa. It's like you're looking at it like this is like a red flag. I cannot sit there and tell you, because I would be lying though. Hold on. I feel like I feel like you're under the impression that this person's just pining after you for a good old time with this right here. Like you're kind of looking at them like, oh, you just want to have a good old time with me. You know? I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that they don't want to have a good old time with you, because they do, but I'm not going to sit here and say that that's all they want, because it's very evident to me that that's not, I mean, that's not all they want. I mean, they do want that, but you know, it's like there's more that they want, you know, out of you, you know? So, I mean, I get it. Like, especially for those of you who have dealt with people that, you know, just pine after you for a good old time, nothing more and, you know, nothing less. I can see why you would be a little concerned. I mean, I get it. I get it. I don't blame you. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. We got the Three of Wands. And then we also have the Knight of Wands out here. Okay. In regards to how this person, is currently feeling, listen, one thing that I will say is that you do bring a lot of happiness and joy and excitement, you know what I mean, into this person's life. You make this person feel like a kid again. I am definitely getting that. Like, you really do bring out this person's inner child, which they really, really do like that. Like I said, they do like you. They do like you. They do see a lot of potential between the two of you, but the devil never came out. So that's kind of, they're not on that type of time. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not with you. They're definitely not. They're definitely not, you know? Maybe with everybody else they've dealt with, possibly, you know what I mean? They were on that type of time of, I just want to have a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. But that's definitely not the case with you. What actions will Pisces take? To see. Let's see. We have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Three of Cups, and then we also have the Temperance card out here. Okay. In regards to how you plan on moving forward here with this person, well, you're playing it safe is what you're doing. Nothing wrong with that. I just feel like you want to kind of like take it slow. You know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to rush into anything, you know, with this person. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. What actions? We have the Star, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the King of Wands out here. Let me see something real quick. Tell me more about the King of Wands. I mean, that's okay. See, well, you know, I mean, I guess. How do I explain this human being to you? I mean, that's just how this person functions, and that's how they operate. You know, it is what it is. I don't know what to say. Like, I feel like the only thing that's really holding this person back from, like, you know, like really, you know, taking things a step further has a lot to do with, you know, you already know. I'm also getting that this person's like under the impression that, because you know how like some people are like in this day and age, right? Where it's like they'll use like you know, a guy to like take them out on dates and, you know, things of that nature, and buy this and buy that, and then they end up ghosting them, or vice versa, whatever have you. Like, I feel like this person feels like maybe that's what you're trying to do, where it's like you're just trying to like get them to, you know, pay for dates and take you here and take you there and buy you this and buy you that, and not it's a tricky situation y'all find yourselves in, I guess, because that's how they're starting to kind of take this. Like, you know, I just feel like Pisces just making me take them out on dates and buy them this and buy them that and just use me. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you're not using this person or anything like that. I just feel like you want to make sure that this person is like really serious about you. You see what I mean? Which, you know, I get it, you know, nothing wrong with that. You're just playing it safe. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like they're going to kind of start to take it, you know, the wrong way. Like, yo, what the you know what I mean? Poor human. Yeah, they're gonna be like, what the like, yo, it's been a fucking month. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what type of stuff is this? I never had to wait this long in my life. You know what I mean? Like, and they're gonna start to feel like, yeah, like you're, you know, trying to like aprovechar and like take advantage of them. Absolutely. They're gonna start to feel that way. Do I feel like that's like what you're doing? No. You're just trying to see, you know, like, you know, you're just gonna like make them wait, is what it is. We have the Fool, we have the Six of Wands, and then we also have the Two of Pentacles. We also have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of... Okay. Oh man, you guys are like, okay, God, this is so complicated. It's starting to get very complicated around here. I just feel like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be very straight up with you, Pisces, okay? I'm being real with you. I don't know if you're waiting for this person to make this official or what the case may be, and until then you're just gonna make them wait. But that's not how this is. I'm telling you right now that it's not gonna go down that way. It's not gonna go down that way. Like, this is somebody who likes to go to freaking dealerships, okay? See a car that they like and test drive it. And then after the test drive, you know, hell, they might turn around and take it home with them. But they're not going to go to a dealership ever. Look at a car and be like, ooh, that's nice. Give me the paperwork. I'll sign on the dotted, the dotted line right now. Like, they are not doing that. They are not going to do that. And I feel like that's kind of like what you're trying to do. It's like, and there's nothing wrong with how you're trying to go about this. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, listen, you the skipper of this boat, you get to say when it stops and when it goes and how this all plays out. It is what it is. You call the shots, right? But I feel like you're waiting for this person to like make things like official with you. And I just don't see this person doing that. I don't see that. Not until they're able to test drive your vehicle. No. Nope. I feel like this person will continue to see you and date you. Yeah, I see that happening. You know, I mean, they're going to put in the work. That's kind of besides the point. You know what I mean? But as far as like taking things a step further is concerned, that's just kind of where they draw the line, because, you know, they have to test drive their vehicles before they take it home type of shit. So, and I'm gonna be honest, the way that you're deciding to go about it, it's not wrong. It's not wrong, but I feel like they're gonna start to feel like, yo, like, I feel like Pisces is trying to take advantage of me at this damn point. I mean, I've taken this one here on like the 30th date and I'm still waiting. You know what I mean? Like, what the, you know, and they're gonna start to feel like you're taking advantage of them. Even though you're not trying to take advantage of them, you're just, you know what I mean? You're just trying to, like, you know, play it smart, play it safe. You know what I mean? I personally, and I get it, like, if you've dealt with a lot of people that have, you know, that were pining after you, you know what I mean, for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less, I could understand why you would look at this person and think to yourself, they're just pining after me for a good old time, nothing more, nothing less. This person harnesses masculine energy. I say this a lot in my readings. when masculine energies see, a feminine energy that they like, the first thing, okay, that shows up is lust. That's the first thing that shows up. With a feminine energy, it's different. The first thing that shows up is, love and emotions. You know how us women are, right? So that's what typically, shows up first. And if you dealt with a lot of people that have definitely, try to like get with you for the wrong reasons. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it, but they're just being them. You know what I mean? They're just being a typical masculine energy. What comes out first is the lust and the desire, and then what typically follows after, is, them falling in love sometimes, not all the times, sometimes. And when it comes on to you, I mean, like I said, I will say this person really does like you. They see a lot of potential between the two of you, but, and would they, absolutely. But it kind of looks like you're not trying to do that. So, and hey, listen, child, you. I'm just saying that what you're experiencing from them is very normal as far as like the lust and the desire, very normal. It's a typical masculine energy. If you don't experience that from a masculine energy, get real concerned. Get real concerned, child. Get real concerned. But it's normal, it doesn't mean that this person's pining after you for like the wrong reasons, because they're not. They're definitely not. I will say that they're definitely not here to just have a good old time with you, nothing more, nothing less. But I think that for you to be like 100% sure you want to go about this in a particular type of way, I just kind of think that this one over here is going to start to think like, oh, I just feel like Pisces is using me for like food and like whatever the hell else is kind of what I'm getting. But what you're experiencing from them is normal. It's just masculine energy stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, they do like you. I will say that. They really, really do like you. All right? But yeah, definitely handle this entire situation the way you see fit. It's at the end of the day, I mean, they like to do things the way that they like to do things, and that's on them. And you like to do things the way you like to do things. So it's either they get on board or they don't. You know what I mean? And it kind of looks like this person will eventually get on board, but I feel like what you're waiting for may not happen, and it's because of the way that they like to go about things. So it's just something to kind of like be aware of, Pisces, because if you're waiting for them to like pop the question or what the case may be, like I just don't see them doing that until they're able to test drive the vehicle. Once they are, different story, child, different story. But yeah, it's like you're very like adamant that like unless they pop the question, you don't plan on like doing anything, And hell, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like I said, they either gonna get with the program or they're not. That's on them. You know what I mean? But you're gonna go about this the way that you see fit. And that's the thing, is that they're gonna go about this the way that they see fit. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.